Hey everyone, and welcome to this video in which I'll discuss my first impressions of the RPG game Quartet, developed by Something Classic Games. For now I'll focus on my very first impressions after having played through one of the 4 available character stories. You can probably expect a full review later on. That completely depends on whether or not I'm lazy. We never know. As always, I'll keep it spoiler free, so let's dive right in. Quartet lets you choose between 4 available characters, who each will initially have their own scenario, before apparently coming together eventually. There's no specific order, so you can choose whoever's story you'd like to walk through first. My choice was the cook Ben Balani, who you'll quickly find out is your typical anti-hero. To say he's not in the best shape would be an understatement. Quartet's writing leans into that in a funny way. And that brings me to my first point. Quartet is a very funny game, or at least Ben's chapter was. He magically gains magical abilities, see what I did there, and instead of immediately going off to save the world, he decided to offer his newfound services to random citizens in order to pay off his rent. Ben has no idea what he's doing or what is going on, and that leads to some very entertaining scenarios, which brought a smile to my face multiple times throughout. There's also a joke about his right arm being mysteriously stronger than his left, and if you share the same childish humor as me, this might be right up your alley. This might give you the impression that Quartet is a light-hearted game, and while that is true so far, some more emotional scenes kicked in every now and then as well, and I'm sure we'll see more of these along the way. Another thing that is hard to miss are the stylish and charming graphics. The look and feel of Quartet is a nice trip down memory lane. The environments are convincing and a pleasure to walk through. And it's not just the eyes that get spoiled here. The game also boasts a great soundtrack. Each environment has their own fitting theme. The battle music pumped me up at first, but got a little bit repetitive once I was nearing the end of Ben's chapter. Here's hoping that the other characters have different battle themes. Speaking about battles, if Ben's chapter is anything to go on, you won't have to bring your tactical prowess along for this game. The only thing I did so far was pretty much unleash my most powerful attack whenever I could, which was basically all the time. Like many other RPGs, you're dealing with attack points here, but unlike many other RPGs, Quartet regenerates quite a big part of this at every turn. Whenever I used Ben's magical abilities, I immediately regenerated 10% of my attack points. My most powerful attack costs 15% of the attack points, so I could basically spam that throughout this entire chapter. I only had to interrupt this to drink a healing potion every now and then. Hopefully the later chapters will up the ante a bit, otherwise the combat will continue to serve as a simple interruption of the story. After having spent around 3 hours with Ben, I can comfortably say that things got more interesting with time. The end of his chapter left me wanting more. The premise of how 4 character stories will overlap is one that really fascinates me, and I can't wait to find out how these characters will meet and what path they're heading towards. So those were my first thoughts of Quartet. If you want to know more, keep your eye on this page, hit that subscribe button. Gosh, I sound like a real YouTuber now. And I'll keep you updated, because that review, chances are that it will come, so stay tuned.